you got your drill, you got your dot card. The last step is to make a dot book. Now, why is having a drill book important? Well, simple. You have a reference that is always with you on the field that you don't have to fumble around with big drill charts, and you don't have to worry about losing the little card that you get. It's a lot easier to read, you can put a lot more information on it, and it's yours. And speaking of it being yours, this goes in the psychology of learning too. When you physically write stuff down, you're actually a lot more likely to remember information. It's been scientifically proven. So even though we talked a lot about that drill book next app, you still will want to make one if for anything else you have a physical backup, because technology can fail. So you're going to want a nice small spiral bound notebook like this, lots of pages. Make sure that it is college ruled, that way you can make things look clean and clear, clear being the key word here. And once you're done, people will either put it on their nail bag, put the string through here and hang it on their side. You can put a shoestring on it and wear it like a necklace. So it's a very nice fashion accessory. There's a lot of possibilities. You're just going to want it with you at every rehearsal to have that quick guide and to write down any changes that we make on the field, which happens a lot. So one set of drill is going to go on one page of the notebook. And each page is going to include this information: the set number, the counts, and the specific dot, what's going on in the music, the direction that you're coming from and going to, general notes about the set, dressing, if there's a visual move like a horn pop that we include in the music, and last but not least, put a little diagram of the field so you can visually see, once again, clearly what's going on in the set. Let's say I'm making a drill card for set 8. I'm going to make this nice and big so you can see at a glance what set this is. Set 8 is 8 counts. I'm going to mark that down. It occurs during measures 9 through 10 in the music. And my specific dot, let's say that it's on side 1, 3 outside the 35, 4 behind the front hash. Now that's all the basic information that you have on your drill card. It takes no time at all to write down. You can tell that I'm using the shorthand. Not only does it save space, but I can tell at a glance what's going on. If this particular shorthand doesn't work for you, that's fine. Find something that works for you. It's just like marking up your music. Okay, so I have the basic information down. Now we're going to start drawing. I'm going to make a small diagram of the field. In the center here, I'll put the 35. There's the 40. Here's the 30. I have a front hash. And just to say we did, let's put little ticks for 4 steps. So I'll put an X just about where I would be. So that's my dot. That's where I am on the drill card. Let's say on my previous dot, I'm still 4 steps behind the front hash, but I'm on the 40. So I'm going to mark that with an X, but I'm going to put a circle around it. For me, this indicates that this occurred in the past. I'm going to draw a nice solid line to indicate where I came from and where I am currently. Let's say in my next step that I'm on the 30-yard line, but I'm going to be in front of the front hash. About 3 steps. Now for this one, since I already used a circle to indicate the past, I'm going to use a square to indicate the future. I don't want to make the line solid. I'm going to make it dotted to show that's where I'm going. So there's my chart. Here's where I'm at. Here's where I came from. Here's where I'm going to go. All this information not only helps you remember 3 dots at a time, but it also tells you what to do with your feet. We usually start in -1 position. This is the direction your feet will need to go. And when you start moving, you're going to be wanting to move that direction. You already know that without having to look at another page. So now I'm going to draw down some other information about the set. For example, let's say that I'm in a block. I'm going to want the dressing to be forward, so I'll just say dress forward. Now another thing that I notice when I'm looking at this diagram, it's not exact, but it's very, very close. Since I start here on the yard line and I end 3 steps outside the 35-yard line, this is going to be about a 6 to 5 step. So I can mark that down too. Really, you can put as much pertinent information as you want, make up a shorthand for that as well. We want everything to be clear and complete. Now last step, we need to connect this to the music. I'm going to make a rough staff to put some music on. Make up a melody here. Accents and dynamics. And there I've noted down what I'm playing during this entire set. Now say you've got a lot of music, you can't fit it on a note card, that's fine. Put the first measure in there and maybe some other information about what's going on in the music. Maybe it's a percussion feature, maybe you have the melody, something that indicates to you what's going on in the music. This is all the information about set 8, much more that you would get from a dot card, much more that you would get from just the drill chart. And because I marked it all down, it's a lot more solid up here than it used to be. This may take a little time up front, but it saves so much time down the road. So there you go, I hope this helped. Now get going.